Hello. It's what time is it? Oh, 12:40. So actually why am I here like that? Okay, anyway, so actually I went back to read this small book I have, which is my common book that I used back in 2025. So I start write things down in May 15 May 2025. So my first common book. And the reason why I have like common books back then was I didn't know comic book was a thing until I scroll on TikTok, and then one day this handsome guy, I don't know what is his nationality or anything, but he popped up suddenly, and him talking about his comic book where he put all his thoughts and ideas, whatever, like just anything that happened for him in that book. So I start having the idea like, oh, I do have a lot of thoughts, but I never really carry anything with me to write down my thoughts. So I was like, why don't I try carrying like a small book, like this like the size of my palm, with me, and if I have any thoughts, I would just like write it down. Any idea, thing I wanna sketch, like let me show you, like thing I wanna sketch. Collecting stickers, just anything that like I want to jot down. So that idea popped up, and I'm like, okay, sure. And then this born. I do have one other book in 2024 that was for when I annotated some phrases from like the book I read, just write it down, but not more like how do I say, like general idea, like common book that I have. So when I have that idea, I'm like, okay, I will carry one book with me that can have almost everything that I thought of, receipt, or like food receipt and receipt I receive from somewhere. I don't really paste anything in here except stickers, especially like for example the matcha place I went to that has sticker just collected in here. And so that idea of like carrying something with me do give me time to think, and the fact that when I go to read everything that I actually thought of back then, I'm like, wow, I did not expect myself to be capable of thinking about things, like actually think about wise words, phrases. It just, I'm amazed with my own self, because like despite feeling sort of depressed a lot back then, I still carry myself from that phase and actually like did something, write down my thoughts, reflecting on things, blah blah blah. It just, when I think back, I'm like, I did a lot. I've gone through a lot and I learned a lot. Sometimes I have to keep reminding myself the thing I learned back then, because I feel like right now I'm kind of repeating things on how it used to be. And the fact that 4th month in this year I've been really busy with schoolwork, so I have a lot of burnout, and I've been sleeping a lot too. Since the start of the month till now, I don't think I ever had a day that I went to bed early. I always sleep a day later, like I always sleep tomorrow, like not today. So yeah, but like yeah, I just read the book and then I finished reading the whole thing, and I'm like, the thought of like, damn, I really capable of having those thoughts. And I feel like I'm more mature back then than now. Or I do feel some thought of changes, I mean, in me a lot too. So yeah, really, I really want suggest to like keeping a book around with you, like just take it everywhere. Like it doesn't have to be thick like this, and it can be, for me personally, this size is perfect because like the way I write everything in is like so perfect, so fit in. Because right now I'm carrying this pocket journal, like it's like yeah, it has everything like this, but it's kind of not that easy to write things in because the ring kind of bother me, because I do want like try to switch and change my common book style. So that's why I choose this, and it only been 4 months, but it kind of like so thick right now and heavy. But like I do write a lot of things, but not my thoughts that much. It's more on like, I don't know, just days, because I didn't really keep a journal this year because I think like I'm more of a commonplace person. Just like if I have thoughts, I write it. If I don't write it. Because I used to keep daily journals where I write down my everyday list, but now the thing got so busy, I didn't really have the time to actually like spend and then write down every single details of what I do today. So that's why I have this around with me. I didn't really have time to sit and reflect like I mentioned, because this year I've been burning out since the start of the years and work keep piling up, so I don't really have time to sit and reflect. But the book is like, it's something I carry. But really, when I go back and read this, I'm just like, damn, just what has I go through, like, so many things and so many lessons that I learned along the way. So yeah, like having this kind of commonplace do give you a reflection of yourself, and also a reminder that you should go back and read it to like understand why it's a reminder, why it should be something that you have to keep reminding yourself to know yourself a little more. So I hope I convince you guys to keep it commonplace, and if not, it's fine too. But really, having a note with you all the time is really helpful. Bye. Thank you for listening to me yapping. So, for a better version of ourselves.